sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals on Monday night.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And away we go in Glendale. Has this at the 6. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the fifth-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
Hey, let's be honest. The only reason the Chargers drafted in the top 5 was because Justin Herbert wasn't available all season long. An injury cut short his year, but it really didn't cut short his production while he was playing. Still over 3,000 yards and 20 touchdowns. Kid, I can tell you, this is one guy that I love. I mean, I love to watch throw a football.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Handoff headed right, it's Edwards. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Herbert from the gun. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Going for the first with Dobbins. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back now, pressure on its way. And down he goes. The Cardinals got there. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Complete beyond the marker. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Dobbins gets it off the option. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 60-year pro and former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
A reconstructed knee limited Kyler Murray to just 8 games a season ago. But in those 8 games, Kate, we got a chance to see those feet once again come to life. Man, is he dynamic when he's 100%. And when he can complement that running ability with some accuracy and anticipation in the passing game, this guy is a nightmare for defensive coordinators to contain.
Ready to start this drive with Connor. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped by Deion Henley. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to Connor. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Murray on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Connor. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
On 2nd down, a run with Connor. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Trey McBride. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopped by Deion Henley. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And in for the Arizona touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Prater for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Prater on to send it away. Darius Davis to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He sends this one to the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Running behind center with Edwards. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 36. That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect. Looking for the back that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they weren't afraid to try the reverse, but he's corralled shy of the marker. It's 4th down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. DJ Dallas now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Murray. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run the counter to Connor. And he gets him around 6 there. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
From the gun, it's Murray. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. Murray to throw here on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Complete out to the right side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has it in close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers make it a 10-point ball game.
Cardinals 7.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Dortch now to return it. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Wilson's got it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10, Murray. He puts some power on a deep one left. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals make it a one-score game before halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Prater adds the PAT. And the Cardinals cut it to a field goal game.
14.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Herbert on first down. Finding Hurst. This is ahead for about 5. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on third down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third down, 1 yard to go. Herbert from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be Cardinals football. Out come the Cardinals on offense late in the half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Kyler throwing here. That one's cut along the left sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get some late points and the lead. And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 17.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert with a blitz coming. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on first is Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Herbert. That one's complete, right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Dallas with a return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So it's halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals out in front. Now we'll send things over to Orlando, Florida. Jonathan Coachman on standby, ready to deliver the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. It was a solid first half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Connor on the inside give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
It's Connor again. Juke the defender. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Murray on the play fake. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Murray. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Now that is exactly how you drew it up at halftime defensively. Make a big play. On that money down, you got to cash in on 3rd downs. They're going to be huge in the second half. Make sure you get yourself off the field in short order, which they did, and now you give some momentum to your offense when they get the ball back.
The Cardinals out for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chargers take possession. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds McConkey. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll try the right side with Edwards. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle. He gets a half dozen on the carry. That's also going to bring up 3rd and 6.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He has the 1st over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the right side. Escapes a defender. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Second down now, 7 to go. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
1st down from the red zone. Quick slant complete. Touchdown, LA. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
For a second, looked like the Chargers offense was coming off, but no, coaches say stay out there. We're going for 2. And this is caught as they hit the end zone for 2.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Dallas with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cardinals headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Connor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 31. He's got him. That's McBride. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Kyler to throw. Complete out to the right. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Motioning one of the tight ends. Going with Connor here. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's the give to Connor. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Stopped by Deion Henley. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Pressure coming, it's Murray. Makes the connection to James Conner. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. They've got 1st down from the 31. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. Took off with it again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He'll get this one to Connor. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now it's Connor. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Connor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. One more time with Connor. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cardinals now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a James Conner touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now Prater on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert now. This into the hands of Will Dissly. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. This ball's caught by Palmer. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
1st and 10 from the 41. Herbert flushed out of the pocket. He'll try and run this. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Connects on the crosser. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, But sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Herbert from the gun. On target to Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. That one is good! And late in the fourth, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Dortch now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. The Cardinals and running back James Conner headed back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here he is to throw. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
As much as you like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
To throw. He's on the move. Taking off with it again. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Looking to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Shot loose, incomplete. Pass didn't work on second. Let's see how that affects this third down.